Hey everyone, welcome to Crypto Weeklies. My name is Josh, and thanks for the support on this channel. We just received our 100 subscriber. So today we'll be discussing about Bitcoin and Ethereum and doing a forecast using AI technique of the Bitcoin Ethereum ratio. This ratio can be price ratio can be construed as how many Ethereum can you get for one Bitcoin, and this analysis will help us determine what is the forecast scenario for the Bitcoin Ether valuation going forward till February 2024 using data since November 2017. And this is the data is at monthly average price, and the chart that you're seeing on the screen is a logarithmic scale chart, and the chart is color coded on from dark green over here till dark red based on the historical z-score, which stands for how far is the monthly price away from the average price of the entire time series in terms of standard deviation. This is known as z-score. So on, for example, in August of 2019, the z-score was positive 1.99, almost 2. So the price at that point was 2 standard deviations away from the mean. And by price I mean the number of Ethereums that you could receive for one Bitcoin was uh, about 53, that is 53 and a half Ethereum you could get for one Bitcoin. And when the color code is red, it usually has historically uh, coincided with the bearish phases of the crypto market, because Ethereum is higher risk asset than Bitcoin, and when the amount of Ethereum that you get for for exchanging your Bitcoin is high, that means that the safer asset, that is Bitcoin, is overvalued, and the riskier asset is undervalued, and that typically happens in a bear market. Whereas in the bull market, we have two examples for that. The first was in February 2018, where the price or the number of Ethereum tokens that you can get for one Bitcoin was around 10.85, and the z-score was negative 1.17. That is, the z-score was 1.17 standard deviation away from the average to the downside, and this meant the Bitcoin was undervalued, whereas Ethereum was overvalued, because what followed after that was a crash of about from 10, you could get 10 Ethereum for one Bitcoin in February 2018, whereas in towards the end of 2018 you could get almost 3.5 times more Ethereum for one Bitcoin. So that's the undervaluation, overvaluation, and the color codes. And these all data points have been fed to the AI algorithm, and the following are the updates that I wanted to share. This is the second time I've shared this video on this channel. The first time I had created was in July, and back then I had data till July, and this is the follow-up video. And first of all, I will try to evaluate the performance of my previous forecast. In July, I had this model had forecasted a price for monthly average price for Bitcoin Ethereum, that is a number of Ethereum tokens that you could get for one BTC, at 15.877, whereas the actual data that now we are in August is at 15.88. So this model has done a fairly good job in forecasting what's the scenario for Ethereum and Bitcoin valuation going forward. So for August, this is the base case scenario for the forecast is at around 16 and a half Ethereum for one Bitcoin, which is about one Ethereum or zero point 0.8 Ethereum more than in July. For September, the forecast is 17.15. For October, the forecasted price by the AI model is at 17.16 ETH per BTC. And this is not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. As you can see, for just we have data going from 2017, and for the first month, although this use case had or the first month for the first month, this model has made sense, but that doesn't mean that it will continue to make sense in the future. This is just use of historical data and pointing what could happen in the future based on that. For October, for November, it is at 17 and 61 ETH per BTC. For December, the model has forecasted a crash to about 15.39 ETH per BTC. That means Ethereum would gain ground per this model in December, which is very curious, because usually opposite happens. The opposite happens. So, for example, in January of 20, sorry, December of 2020, October, November, and December of 2020, the valuation was slightly in the favor of Bitcoin and not Ethereum. But nonetheless, for this particular year, this model has forecasted a positive forecast for Ethereum in December and also in January of 14 and 8 point Ethereum per Bitcoin. And for February, though, this model has forecasted 16.25 ETH per Bitcoin. And this is pretty close to the Bitcoin halving date, which is scheduled sometime in April of 2024, based on the blocks propagating in the cycle in the network of Bitcoin. So this is the base case scenario. I'll just summarize it from where we are. 15.88, the forecast is to 17.61, and then crash to 14.82, and then a rally back to 16.25. This is the base case. The bull case is the theoretical ceiling for BTC and ETH, and this is the hyper bullish case for Bitcoin, whereas bearish for Ethereum, because as you can see, as the number of ETH that you can get for trading in one BTC goes high, that means Ethereum is massively hampered vis-a-vis its Bitcoin valuation. And in that case, if we get a really positive news for BTC, or if really negative news for ETH, these would be the historical areas where Ethereum and Bitcoin could trade. For July, as you can see, the theoretical ceiling was 27.28, that this was far away from the actual valuation, which is 15.8. So the bull case did not pan out as well in the first month. Although if there is a significant bearish macro outlook, or significant bullish Bitcoin outlook and bearish Ethereum outlook, these could be the forecasts. Again, not financial advice. The forecasted monthly average ETH per BTC for August is at 29.55, for September 30.12, for October 29.78, for November 30.20, for December it's 28.35, and for January 28, almost 27.8. So this is the range that is the bull case for BTC. Bear case for Ethereum is from now it's almost 30 ETH per BTC, and then slowly it moves sideways till November, and then slight crash in December, January timeframe to the tune of almost 27-28 ETH per BTC. This is the bull case for BTC by ETH valuation. Again, bullish for Bitcoin, bearish for Ethereum. The last case I would like to talk about is the bear case, where the case is bearish for BTC, whereas it is bullish for Ethereum. And this would require the macro environment to be very sound, and would very favorable to the riskier assets. In that case, what could be a theoretical floor for this valuation, where you get lesser and lesser Ethereum for one Bitcoin? That is what usually happens in a bull market. So for August, this model has forecasted about 16 Ethereum per BTC, for September 16 and a half, for October 15.6 Ethereum per BTC, for November 16.2 Ethereum per BTC. For December, though, this is where the model favors Ethereum per the bull case for Ethereum and bear case for BTC, and the valuation is at 14 and 75 ETH per BTC. For January it's 14.23 or 14 and a quarter, and for February it's 12.40 ETH per BTC. So to summarize it, the base case is follow the trend, set a new local high which is comparable to what we had in June of 2022, where Ethereum was almost at $800 or something, $850 at its low. That is forecasted at the base case in November. In terms of proportion, that is not the exact dollar amount, because that dollar amount is contingent of what Bitcoin is doing at that point. So for example, if Bitcoin is at $40,000, and Ethereum, if you divide 40,000 by 17, then that's the value for Ethereum that is forecasted per this model. So this is the base case scenario, and it crashes in January at 14.8 ETH per BTC. The bull case is definitely hovering around in the range of 30s and 28 to 30s, and the bear case is hovering over from 16 to 12 and a half ETH per BTC. So I hope you like this content. If you did, please give us a like or subscribe to our channel, and thank you once again for your support as we grow this channel. Definitely really pleased to see the 100th subscriber on this channel, and I hope to make many more such videos in the future, and hope to see you again soon, and bye bye.